My name is Alexa Wright, and this is my persuasive speech. Close your eyes and imagine a world where children were free to dream to as far as they could, and no one did anything but back them up. Music is the one thing in school that is proven that children can relate to and is an automatic stress reliever for any hard situation. It is proven to help build your mood and can completely change the aspect someone takes on looking at a situation or trauma. And the one thing that is being taken out of our school districts one by one is the music programs that they offer. According to the Children's Music Workshop Education, music is crucially academic. In the state of California, the University of California itself did a study, and it showed that music training produces a higher level of thinking. Second graders took a test, and were the ones that were trained in music quality and theory scored 27% higher than those who had no music experience whatsoever. Music is physical and emotional. Most people only categorize it to one thing, and it can be used for multiple. Especially when playing an instrument or learning vocals, you do use a lot of breathing in your core and your abdomen. This is just like playing a sport like soccer or football. And unlike playing a sport, though, it lasts forever. When you're 70 or 80, you're not going to be playing sports, but you will always have your voice. Music is an art and an emotion as well. Relatable for kids through trauma, abuse, heartbreak, or any other kind of things that are going on in their home life. Many kids who focus on things in high school and turn to drugs or alcohol, when music is always a great alternative. I personally found music through my high school career, and that saved me from getting into multiple bad mistakes. According to evolution.com, we experience music in our nervous system. It triggers a release of endorphins as well, which provides for a healthy lifestyle. Taking music programs out of our current high schools and elementary schools will do nothing but deprive children and growing students to reaching their full potential. Music is one of the things that definitely helped me reach mine. Musical therapists recommend making music for most of their patients a part of daily life, and it has everlasting value. Evidence shows it improves language skills, creativity, happiness, and other moods. In particularly, music always is shown to help those who suffer disorders like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, autism, or Tourette's. When adding academically taught music, like in school, unlike you would get from a personal or self-taught, you add on multiple more benefits to the everyday life. Building new pathway and growth increases brain power, improves memory, balances brain's electronic activity, balances emotions, multiplies benefits of the Mozart effect, regulates sleep patterns, releases positive brain chemicals, and can elevate any mood. Adding all of these things up, it would be ridiculous to take the music system out of our current schooling. Most kids feel like they can't hold on or they always need somewhere to fit in. That's a common stressor, and suicide rate comes up from that alone. Adding something that can always make you feel like you belong and is something that you always have on you and with you can only benefit those kids who are going through a lot and the kids who just need a pick-me-up every now and then. Music does nothing but positive things. There is never one time that you hear of music having the reverse effect. Mozart states, "I pay no attention whatever to anybody's praise or blame. I simply follow my own feelings." This is something that really caught me because Mozart himself was a very left out kid. He was very introverted and shy, and music was his way of escaping. Music often is a lot of people's way of escaping or expressing vulnerability and emotions that they can't otherwise let out. And everyone knows that the psychologically number one reason of stress and eating disorders and other kinds of self-harming disorders is not feeling a sense of belonging, because that's so cultural in today's society. Mozart was one of those people, and what saved him was music and composition. There are so many forms of music that touch people every day, and to rob a child's experience of getting to learn more about themselves and about who they can be is simply wrong. Taking music out of public schools and private schools is not the answer. Funding is one thing that has to be done for this in particular subject. Not only does it prove better test scores on other subjects that are academic cores, but also it improves academic self-esteem and confidence, and overall a higher success rate. This quote that Mozart says when he says that he doesn't care what happens, but he knows his feelings. He found himself through music, and music helped him experience life to the absolute fullest, and he became one of the most successful men who ever walked the earth. Now, we never know when the next Mozart's going to come around, but what would have happened if Mozart wouldn't have found music? Plato once said that music is the most important way of education. It is the absolute core that defines someone. Now, not everyone is musically gifted or is drawn to music, but everyone you see listens to music and it affects their mood and who they are. It draws them into some kind of group. Pop, country, hip hop, everyone has something that reflects their personality. And as educators are continuing to research it further, all they're finding is that music helps all part of physical health, emotional health, spiritual growth, and development. This is one of the most core factors in the development of a child into becoming an adult. And who are we to take that away?